Hi. I've been noticing a few things the last few years, especially since Bernie Sanders almost got the Democratic nomination and Justin Trudeau came through in Canada. And just overall in general, how people are saying millennials are so self-entitled. They're the most self-entitled generation, bar none. And I want to address this. First of all, do you see the President of the United States? He's 70-some years old, and if there's someone who's more self-entitled, I'd like to know. The guy believes everything should revolve around him and be for him. He is the most self-entitled person you can imagine. Now the guy's the fucking president of the United States, okay? So number one, there, okay? Number two, I'm going to go back and forth a bunch of things, but I really don't see the millennials being that self-entitled. Are you confusing self-entitlement with awareness of other things? They're the ones who want to try and make things better for everyone else. Now, it may not always be the right way they're trying it or planning it, but they are trying. They do have the internet to give them access to a lot of information my generation, other generations didn't have, and they're using it mostly in a positive way. People are like, oh well, they just do the Pokemon and other stuff. Like, no, other people are doing that as well. And if you want to bring up Twitter again, President of the United States, the worst fucking moronic Twitterer out there. He's a complete tweet. Twit. He's a full twit. And Trump's voters are very self-entitled as well. They are white mostly, pretty much like 98% white, and they're voting for a guy who lies to them, who's a bigot, a racist, misogynist, sexual predator. You voted for him because you were self-entitled. You didn't like the way things were going in the United States. And so you wanted the quick, easy fix. And boom, we put this guy in charge and it'll be all better for us, it'll be better for me. That's self-entitlement. I'm sorry. Again, Bernie Sanders almost made it because he was promising what other countries in the world have. Free healthcare, free education. This gives people a better chance to have a life. They're not suffering from a $30,000, $50,000 debt when they get out of university. They're not stuck in dead-end jobs because they can't get anywhere. So the idea that they are self-entitled is completely incorrect. Yes, there are some of them that are self-entitled, but again, every generation, everyone has that now and again. Again, look at your president of the United States. Fully self-entitled asshole. And again, a lot of the voters. The reason he's president because a lot of the voters for him were self-entitled morons. I hate to use a word, but they didn't want to learn anything more. They just saw the fact that things weren't good for them, and fuck it, I'm going to burn down the way things are to start afresh and throw a guy in. But again, what motivated them to vote for Trump was their wish for self-entitlement. They wanted things better for themselves. They didn't care what was going on in the rest of the world or the rest of the states or for the minorities or for anyone else. They wanted things better for their little area and themselves. So, self-entitlement is what got the United States to have Donald Trump as president. Millennials, I feel, actually are nowhere near as self-entitled as people say they are. Again, because they do pay attention to what goes on. Not all the time, of course, but then again, they're still young. Give them a chance. Like I said, we've done it ourselves. We were considered selfish by our parents. They're still young, they're still growing, but again, they are more aware of things than when I was younger because of the internet and the availability to learn information. So in the end, this is a short one, just a quick get out there. No, I do not believe the millennials are the most self-entitled generation out there. They have self-entitled people, of course, but overall I think they're probably actually going to be one of the more positive generations we've had for a while. So that's my 2 cents. You can disagree, you can argue, but please don't do just rants against me. Bring up good conversations. I know this is a rant, and I'm okay. So if you want to do a small, really rant against me, fine, go ahead. But not just abuse. So again, short one today. I have a bunch more ideas I'm going to be bringing up and doing in the future. So I hope you enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. Thank you.